Well, my name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at the chart for one of my most favorite actresses, Audrey Hepburn. If you look to the eastern horizon when she was born, you would see the constellation associated with Aquarius rising at 5 degrees using Vedic sidereal zodiac. So first we're going to look and see how the planets are operating, and then we'll see when the planets are operating and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So her sun is ruling the house of marriage, and it's sitting in the house of success and partnerships. And it's poorly placed. Its dispositor Mars is weak, so it can't be any stronger than Mars. So it is her sun represents her father and marriage. It's ruling the house of marriage. So she did have 2 divorces, and her dad left when she was 6, which made her very, very sad. And it really affected most of her life. She was always searching for love and to be loved. She has a very challenging moon. Moon is ruling the, Cancer is ruling the 6th house, which is a challenging house, and it's ruled by moon. So this connects, and then moon is sitting in the 1st house. So this connects health, beauty, an abusive mom who and gave her lots of anxiety and depression. And then weak placement of infant Mars. So Mars is only at 2 degrees, and any planet that's less than 5 degrees is said to be in infant state and can't promote or protect its own significations. So Mars is ruling the house of success, and it's placed in that 6th house, which has to do with health and conflict. And so it connects success through her ability to act and dance. She wanted to be a ballerina. Then we have challenging Mercury at 7 degrees, ruling the challenging house, the 8th house of vulnerabilities. And this gave her ability to research all the parts that she was playing and be very sincere about them. But it made her also a great great actor, but she was very insecure, feared abandonment, and this Mercury also afflicts home life and career, and the 5th house, which had to do with children. So she had 5 miscarriages. But she did, later in life, was a spokesman for UNICEF and helped many, many children. And she's very much into occult readings. Weak old Jupiter. Jupiter's at 27 degrees. Any planet that's more than 25 degrees is said to be in old age. And it is ruling the house of income and gives income through, it's placed in the house of performing arts and acting. So it gives her that income through acting. Jupiter being weak probably had something to do with the 5 miscarriages as well. She did have 2 sons. Then we have a weak old age Venus. Venus, more than any planet, more than 25 degrees, is said to be in old age and can't promote its own significations. So it gives ruling the house of good fortune, and it's placed in the house of wealth and fame. And I think this gave her great beauty, made her a fashion icon with her partnership with Givenchy. Um, and then we have Saturn. Saturn is um, ruling the first house. It rules the chart, and it is the prime health indicator, and it is um, placed in the house of income. So uh, it did give her some health issues later in life, for sure. Rahu and Ketu are challenging. Um, they are placed in the ninth and the third house. So it's always about balancing material and uh, spiritual in her life. Uh, let's look at the timing of events. She moved to London in 1948 during a Mercury period. So that's a big change in life, that move. In 53, she got an Oscar for Roman Holiday during a Venus period, giving a big boost to her career. 54, she got a Tony for Ondine, and she got married uh, during a also a Venus period. Um, then in 59, she did a movie about nuns that got good recognition. And one of the biggest breaks was in 61. She got Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is really one of the big uh, things that people remember about her classic role in that movie. And that was during a Mars period, Mars bringing great success. In 64, she was in My Fair Lady, but she started to have a lot of anxiety. So again, it was a Mercury period, so a lot of vulnerabilities came up. In 67, Wait Until Dark, another great picture during a Mars period. 68, she got a divorce during a Sun period, end of marriage. In 1980, she got married to a man named Robert, who was really the biggest love of her life. That turned out to be very well. 88, she started volunteering in a big way for UNICEF. That was during a Saturn period. Saturn has to do with service. And then in 92, she developed cancer of the appendix, and that during a moon period. And then she died during a Mercury period in 2093. Mercury ruling the house of death-like experiences. So what could be done to strengthen the chart? It would transforming Moon, Mercury, Rahu, and Ketu with charity work, which she did a lot of, and she had a very long, good life. But a lot of suffering as well. There's a really beautiful documentary on Netflix about her. I encourage everyone to watch it. The rest of the planets could be strengthened with the Kavash, a silver locket containing the Devata yantras for her benefic planets. And if you want to see that Kavash, or order one, or get a reading, or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to www.vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.